The narcissist will never admit it, but you were different. You weren't just another person they could manipulate and discard. No, you saw through them, and when they pushed you too far, you did what most people never do. You walked away. But here is what they do not want you to know. They think about you every single day, because you're the one who got away, and it drives them insane. They pretend like they do not care, like they have moved on effortlessly. But the truth is much darker. Behind closed doors, they are doing things every single day that prove they're still obsessed with you. They cannot forget you, they cannot let you go. And deep down, they know it. Hi, I am Meet Samir, your guide to narcissistic abuse recovery. Samir, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. The 7 daily actions of a narcissist who lost you. The topic for today's episode is 7 things a narcissist does every day because they lost you. Before we get started, please consider subscribing to my channel, because your subscription helps in spreading awareness about narcissistic abuse. Number 1, convincing themselves they never cared. They try to convince themselves they never cared. Classic gaslighting. One of the biggest ironies about a narcissist is this: the more they insist they do not care, the more obsessed they actually are. Because whatever they tell you, the truth is just the opposite of that. They tell people, I barely remember him or her, or act like you were never important. They pretend your time together was just a phase, something insignificant. But if that were true, why are they still talking about you? Why are they stalking you? The reality is, they're furious that they did not break you, enraged that you did not come crawling back, and shattered that someone like you, someone they thought they had control over, was able to walk away. The worst part for them, they cannot admit it, whether they like it or not. Instead, they convince themselves that you never mattered, repeating the lie so many times that they start believing it. But their actions prove otherwise. If you truly did not matter, why do they still talk badly about you? Why do they still try to prove their point and ridicule you, showing you as a villain to other people? If someone is truly insignificant to you, you do not waste your time thinking about them, let alone tarnishing their name. Their obsession shows in the way they react to your absence. They cannot comprehend how you are thriving without them. In their delusional mind, they believed you needed them to survive. But that's not the truth. You were already doing everything alone. You were your own partner, your own emotional support, and often even your own provider. That realization alone is enough to destroy them. Number 2, trying to replace you. They try to replace you, but it never works. Almost immediately after you leave, the narcissist rushes into a new relationship, the relationship they had already been working on. They flood social media with pictures of their new love, showing off their perfect new relationship, posting pictures of their wedding ring, their happily ever after, and all that crap. But you know that is nothing but a performance. To outsiders, it may seem like, oh, they have moved on effortlessly. But deep down, they are actually panicking. Because no matter how much they try, no one replaces you, and the narcissist knows it. Narcissists do not move on to better, they move on to easier. They find someone more compliant, someone who hasn't seen their true nature yet. Their new supply isn't an upgrade, they are a downgrade, a placeholder, someone the narcissist can control without resistance. Now, I'm not comparing them with you and saying, oh, you are better than them. What I'm trying to say is they have to work their way to bring them down. Probably, the new supply has not healed enough to see through the narcissist's facade, which is why it is easier for the narc to get a hold of them, to control them. The crazy part is, while they desperately try to prove to the world that they are happy, they cannot shake the thought of you. And unlike them, you are healing, you are growing, and becoming the best version of yourself. You have something they will never have: true inner strength and independence. That realization eats them alive. Number 3, stalking you. Despite being blocked, they stalk you even if you have blocked them. See, even if you have blocked them on every social media platform, a narcissist always finds a way to check up on you. They create fake accounts, ask mutual friends for updates, or even accidentally run into you. They are desperate to see if you are still struggling without them. But when they see you smiling, thriving, and genuinely happy, what happens? Oh my goodness, they're crushed. Because in their mind, they were supposed to be the best thing that ever happened to you. The idea that you could heal, that you could become even stronger without them, is something their fragile ego cannot handle. That's why the biggest revenge on a narcissist is living well. Trust me, I have tested it. The better you do, the more they feel like a failure. Your happiness is like choking without air to them. No matter how many attempts they made to break you, they could not. And that sends chills down their spine. Even if they act like they have forgotten you, you still haunt them every single night they spend with their miserable self. Number 4, rewriting history to play the victim. They rewrite history to make themselves the victim. As usual, a narcissist will never take responsibility for why you left. That would mean admitting that they weren't as powerful as they believed. So instead, they rewrite the story. They rewrite history. They tell people, "Oh, you were crazy. Oh, she was unstable. I gave him everything, and still they just walked away." They play the victim, twisting the truth to make it seem like you were the problem. The worst part is, they believe their own lies. It's called self-gaslighting. The more a narcissist smears your name, the more afraid they are of you. Deep down, they know exactly what they did. They know that if people saw the truth, they would lose face. That's why they obsessively twist reality to protect their fragile ego, their false image. When you and I both know that is nothing but damage control in action. Number 5, fake coincidence to test control. They hoover you with fake coincidences. Have you ever received a random text from them months after going no contact, which could say, "Hey, I just saw something that reminded me of you. Hope you're doing well." Or something cryptic like, "I've been thinking about reaching out for a while. This isn't love. This isn't remorse. It's a test." They don't miss you. They miss controlling you. They want to see if they can still pull you back in. They don't want to make things right. They just want proof that they still matter to you. No matter what you did for them, it was never enough. They are a bottomless pit. Nothing will ever satisfy them. That's why you cannot respond to any of these Hoover attempts. You have to see it as a confession from that narcissist. But what are they confessing? That they are weak. That they want to know your life status to feel in control of theirs. They cannot move forward. They are stuck. They are more dependent on you than you ever were on them. And they cannot admit it. So they will just reach out randomly, acting like, "Yeah, I was just trying to casually know what's going on." Or, "Oops, I sent that to the wrong person." It's tricked to pull you back into the trap and to torture you one more time. Number 6, self-destruction after the breakup. They start to self-destruct. Leaving a narcissist isn't just a breakup to them, it's a psychological injury, a narcissistic injury, a wound so deep that no amount of distractions, new relationships, or fake confidence can fully cover up. They can lie to the world at large, but they can't lie to you. So they start making reckless decisions, destroying relationships, losing jobs, sabotaging friendships. It's their own anger consuming them. They spiral into self-destruction because, for the first time, they have to sit with their own emptiness. Somebody has called them out. Somebody has seen through them. Somebody has abandoned them. They have encountered a truth teller, and they cannot handle the fire, the heat they feel from that experience. Without you to project their misery onto, they have to face themselves. And let me tell you this, it's their biggest fear. That is something they're not equipped to handle. That was even confirmed by a narcissist I had a session with long ago. He was a self-aware narcissist, and he told me he had a breakthrough. when he was left alone, when he was abandoned, when he was on his own in a dark room, sitting without any source of supply. That is when he realized he had been the problem all along. But what did that realization lead to? Nothing. It's just like a tiger becoming aware of its stripes. Now that it has seen its own reflection, it just knows. And that knowing is of no use. In my opinion, this is applicable to all narcissists who claim to be aware of their condition. While they burn in the fire lit by their own hands, they continuously compare their life with yours. And when they see you moving forward, see you grow, see you heal, they feel destroyed. Because a narcissist does not have any form of individuality. They need to know if they are doing better than the people they compare themselves with to feel valuable. And if there is nobody standing in competition, if there is nobody they can compare themselves to, they feel a total loss of identity. They are not able to recognize themselves, and that is what leads to a massive collapse. Number 7, never forgetting you. And the last one, they will never, ever forget you. A narcissist will never be able to forget you, not because they loved you, but because you were different. As I explained earlier, how were you different? Well, you saw through them. You walked away. You were the proof that their manipulation does not work on everyone. They will compare every person after you to you. And deep down, they will always wonder why they could not control you the way they controlled everyone else. Even if they convince the world that they do not care, the truth is, you were the lesson they never wanted to learn. And that is what I want you to deeply embody. If you want to move on, cut that energetic cord and just say goodbye to that narcissist, because they deserve no place in your life. Even if they are attached to you still and they're thinking about you, it's not because a part of them feels lost, it's because they feel defeated and they want to win. How? By breaking you down. What you must not do is give them another chance, because if you do so, it's you who will feel lost forever. Conclusion. Let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.